I was in America. I was transiting from one state to another. And normally you get through the check-in and the screening point. You know the screening point, take off your shoes and all. As I took it off, a man was about to take this on. He was trying to end the call. So his voice sounded Nigerian. His English sounded very clear like Nigeria. So I turned. I said, "Are you Nigerian?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He looked at my face. He said, "Oh, you look like a pastor I know." I said, "Well, maybe." He said, wait. Johnson. Are you Johnson Suleman? I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I don't like you." And I said, "No problem, sir." He said, "No. Do you know I don't like you? You shout too much." He said, "If I'm watching you, I will reduce my remote." I said, "Why is he shouting?" He said, "But when I listen to you, I write a lot of scriptures. Your message is powerful, but can you stop shouting? Bring your voice down. We can hear you. Bring it down." So I smiled. He now said, "But please, let me see you." He saw me and he brought out his checkbook, an American checkbook, the Bank of America. I wrote a check. He said, "This to support what you do around the world, but I still don't like you." I said to him, "Sir, no, hate me, bring the check." When I saw the check, I split it was two. I was worried if it was a setup. Because the volume of the check, I was worried. It wasn't when I converted, it wasn't 100 million. It wasn't 200. It wasn't 300. It wasn't 400. It wasn't 500. So when I saw it, I was worried. Have you seen a breakthrough that gives you blood pressure? It wasn't 600 though. When I saw it, I kept it. I said, sir, pray for me. The man said, "No, you are the pastor." I said, "Oh, I forgot." I said, "Kneel down." Now, I've been a prophet for over 30 years. But for the first time, the prophecy missed. I said, "God, in the name of Jesus, your children, your grandchildren," he said, "I don't have a grandchild." I said, "They are coming. What am I saying? God brought a man. God brought everything you are looking for. The reason you are cutting corners, playing games, is because you have not met a man. When you meet a man, the daughters of Moses went out and they came back early. Their father was worried. "Why are you come back so early?" They said, "We found a man." And so early arrival is the product of the right man.
AJS Unfiltered. Inspiring words, impactful moments, where wisdom meets laughter.